Hey, what's up, friends? Welcome back to a new episode of Kevirsyle Network. I'm your host, Kevin Davis, and for the first time ever, you get to see two guests on my show at the same time. So please welcome to the show. Back to the show is Todd Rayner. Welcome, brother. And for the first time to the show is Mr. James Sullivan, who's we've been trying to get on the show together for months now. We finally got it. How
Yeah,
you
rock
guys
on.
doing, guys?
Good.
I'm doing fantastic, man. Doing fantastic. It's been a weird couple weeks, but doing good now.
Yeah.
Agreed. It's definitely been exciting couple weeks, I guess. So this is what I call a Kevirsyle Network Hangout because my on my Facebook post I said my original guest had to reschedule, so I'm like I'm gonna take this opportunity just do a random hangout. Like who wants to come
Mhm.
on? And so now we're here. We're going to have a bromance and just talk about whatever comes to mind. And first off, tell us a bit about you guys, about yourself, and whoever goes. It doesn't matter who goes first.
Go ahead, James.
I guess I'll go first. Yeah, so I'm a comic artist. I live in upstate New York in the Buffalo area, and I've been doing this professionally, seriously for about 6, 7 years, give or take. And I'm not trying to do that, but give or take, it's been about 6 or 7 years. And yeah, I do shows like I do like 10 to 15 to 20 shows a year, depends on the year and what I got going on. As far as Comic Cons go, and I've worked on a lot of projects this year. I'm doing a lot more covers. It looks like, so I'm really excited about that. I've worked on projects like Dex Damon for Crimson Titan Studio. I guess they're called Strife. I've done a cover for my friend who has a Kickstarter going right now for Private Hide. I'm really excited for that to come to launch. I got a couple other covers underway. I can show, can't talk about quite yet, I don't think. And then yeah, so I'm hoping this is going to be a fantastic, awesome,
Speaking
like,
of that Kickstarter,
exciting year.
I just put it in the comments right here.
Yeah, go check it out. It's my cover. You'll see the Sketching the Beast exclusive cover. It's gonna be green foil. It'll be sweet.
Nice.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah. So, Todd, been doing professional, been an artist for a long time. Did a lot of indie work in 2010s. A lot of it probably didn't see the light of day. But it's back then it was a lot more challenging to get your stuff published. But since about 2016, I've been doing my own thing with my own characters. Started my own studio, Dark Space Studio, and I have like just my own universe of characters that I publish whenever issues get done. So I do pretty much all the writing for the first story arc, Ice Pick. I did all the art, all the lettering, the whole shebang was all me, kind of like a vanity project for comic books. Yeah, and then I did Annabelle. I still do all the writing for all my books. I do all the lettering, all the publishing. But yeah, I just been doing it, having a good time.
Dude, hell yeah. I've been following you since the first time we met. And
Yeah.
I've loved the artwork that you do.
Yeah, thanks.
I will just go ahead and tease. We are working together for a cover by Skin Shifter comic, but it's going to be for the graphic novel version, as you have the main cover for it. Officially, I can't wait to get that, see how that finishes out. So that's very exciting. And James is also going to do some covers for my comics too. So it's actually also ironic that I get both of you guys on my Sunday.
Nice.
Both these guys I'm working with on projects, and I'm very excited to work with both of you. I'm just in like a rephrasing right now. That's why I'm kind of got a little bit of a setback for now, but it's part of the job.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys know me now. I'm a very determined person. I'm going to bring this stuff to life. I'm not going to cancel nothing. I'm just going to delay it until I get back to it. And so, and I know, Ty, you have a current Kickstarter up right now.
Yeah,
for your
we
new
got
book,
like 4 days left, I think.
Yeah, I can bring it up right quick.
Yeah, it's fun. It's I kind of have to kind of get into it a little bit. I did Ice Pick years ago, and it's something I started in high school, and it has really, I focus around three main characters, Luke being one of the three main characters. And I love these stories of these stories of small casts with short days within the story. So like what always comes to mind for me is like John Carpenter's The Thing. You know, it's like a very small cast. The story takes place within a couple days, and all my stories are like that. So for those that are a fan of Luke, this is a kind of a left turn from some of the other books that people might be familiar with, where this is a throwback to like 70s old school horror. It's black and white. I did the main cover A, and then the interior artist Christian Navarro did the cover B. So I got a few different covers. Dick Capone does one, and I'm drawing a blank now. If you scroll down, I have her. What is? I drawing a blank, but she's there. Her and Dave Kemp do a cover as well. She's done a bunch of covers for me, but I'm just unfortunately drawing a blank right now. Looking to get to that second stretch goal. So,
dude,
nice, good.
This is fantastic, by the way.
Yeah, thanks.
So, but tell us a little bit more about Luke and Bloodtooth and everything in this universe that you created.
Yeah, it started out where I did Ice Pick, and as indie creators, all three of us, right? We even if we're artists and we're working on books, it's always about what's the next thing. And when I was wrapping up, right, it's like, well, what's in the horizon? So for me, it was like, well, what do I want to do? And I have these three characters that I really like, and I wanted to expand on their stories. And I felt doing a single issue just wasn't going to cut it for me. So Annabelle is Ice Pick's fiance. And, you know, I tell his story first, and I tell her story. And now we're kind of jumping into Luke's story. And not that Ice Pick or Annabelle are required reading, but Luke actually is kind of his story about, he finds out that his parents were all part of a witch coven. He has magic powers. So he's kind of like in the group, he's kind of like that guy that kind of gets the ladies. He's kind of suave. He thinks he's like super suave with the ladies, and he's always cracking jokes. He's like, hey, I'm going to go to Salem, right? Isn't that like the capital of witches? I just want to figure out my family. And he ends up kind of falling into this ancient war with fairies and vampires. And I like to tell people that it's a supernatural horror story with the not so common fairies and vampires. And what I mean by that is that the fairies actually are on the top of the food chain. They are one of the fastest, strongest characters in my universe. And the vampires are kind of the gutter dwellers. They're more like the scum. And, you know, I have my lore that I explained in issue 2, a little bit into issue 3 on kind of like the lore of the fairies and vampires and where they came from. But issue 3 mainly focused. Luke gets kidnapped by the head vampire right there. And he's got to fight his way out. Ice Pick and Annabelle show up to help out because, you know, all my characters end up being in everyone, you know, all the issues. So it's kind of like this, just 3 people that always end up helping each other out and kind of overcoming insurmountable odds. So, yeah.
And this is issue 3 of a 4-part series, right?
Yeah. I have catch-up tiers, digital and physical. I have even the Ice Pick trade and the Annabelle trade. If you want to like read more about the characters and what's going on, like those are digital rewards as well, or physical, you know. Wow. So, yeah.
Man, and do you have to read one book to understand the other, or each one like stand alone?
No, I really wanted them to be a continuation, but they're definitely standalone stories. So you don't have to know anything about the characters. You can pick up issue 1 of Luke, and I mean it's his own story of what's going on in Salem, you know.
Dude, look at this action sequence. This is crazy.
Yeah, that's my cover. So I did all the artwork, all the coloring, everything.
Nice,
man. And now you see why I'm working with this dude. Man, and I am such a sucker for supernatural horror, especially I write a lot of supernatural horror myself. And what gravitated you towards like supernatural horror specifically? Like, was this always the plan, or was it like a pivot that you originally planned? Or
I'm gonna say I'm kind of like Heath Ledger's Joker. Like I'm not a guy who has a plan.
I feel that so much. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I was wrapping up issue 4 of Ice Pick, and I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do next? And I was like, well, let me tell Annabelle's story. And I was like, okay, what story? There's no story to tell. Like, I have to create something. So thank you, Gerald.
What's up, Gerald?
And yeah, so I always start with like storytelling as a writer. I will start with the villain. And for me, it was like, I love supernatural horror. I love supernatural creatures and all the myths and everything behind it. And so I was like, okay, well, dragons are cool. I love dragons. So I kind of made him the villain for Annabelle's story. So she gets kidnapped by a dragon. If you like dragons and strong female characters, Annabelle's a really fun story. For Luke, I was like, let me dive into horror, because I haven't really written or told a horror story. So I wanted different genres. So there's a little something for everybody. If you like superhero stuff, Ice Pick is definitely that. It's more Batman, Punisher, kind of revenge story. Annabelle is like strong female characters, kicking butt, you know, kind of magic and ghost stories. We travel back in time a little bit to tell the story of the dragon. And this story is very much horror focused. It's a little gory. It's a lot of action. And then there's the lore behind the characters. I like to tell kind of like the backstory of the villains as much as I try to tell the backstory of the heroes as well.
Yeah, can't have a good hero without a good villain, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm such a villain guy. I'm not going to lie. That's like my guilty pleasure. Because I feel like you have more fun playing a villain than playing the hero.
Mm-hmm.
And it's easier to play a villain than playing a hero, because playing a hero, you have so much more responsibility. And
but not my hero. This dude doesn't care. Courtney Rose, Courtney, shout out to Courtney. She's the one that did that cover. Her and Dave Kemp colored it.
Hell yeah. Courtney has amazing art. Oh my God.
I've been working with her since Annabelle. She did a bunch of covers for Annabelle. Super hot. There's like, I did the whole like regular covers and the spicy covers, you know, that kind of stuff. I love virgin covers. So every single one of my campaigns always offers a virgin cover. So yeah, she did a fantastic job.
People like the art, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Courtney Rose and Dave Kemp. Oh my God.
It's a great team, man.
Dude, I recognize the coloring. I recognize the coloring style. I know that. I know who that colored that. It's awesome.
Same. I love Dave Kemp and Courtney, man. Yeah. They're badass.
And that's Nick Capone's cover. He did Purity, if you're familiar with that.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar. Man.
I'm familiar with Purity.
Yeah. My brain's farting right now. So everybody sounds familiar. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Is this like purgatory? Like seriously, it looks like a purgatory.
Not yet.
It is not yet? Jesus. What is he going on right now?
Well, I think what Nick was doing is in the issue 3, when Luke gets kidnapped, the fairies, he kind of in issue 1, Luke hooks up with a woman at a bar, and he doesn't know that she's a fairy because he's trying to be all like picking up the chicks at the bar, right? And she turns out to be a fairy, and all the fairies live in this like big house. If you've ever seen like pictures of Salem, Massachusetts, or even like me and my wife visited there and had an absolute blast. The houses are like so grand and they're so big, some of them. So all the fairies live in this huge house, and
I saw the pictures. I can't wait to go visit in person.
It's awesome. I would say if you have a chance, like definitely go. We went during Halloween, so it was just like insanity.
Even better.
It was insane.
Dude, I'm like, if you guys go Halloween, I'll buy me a ticket and come with you.
Yeah, it's totally worth it. Totally worth it. We got a bed and breakfast like 2 blocks away from downtown Salem. And they shut down like 4 city blocks or something like that, and there's like over 100,000 people within like 2 days, 3 days. So it was a blast. But what's going on with this cover, to kind of circle back, is once Luke gets kidnapped, the main fairy is trying to go at, like, she's following him to find out where the vampires are, because they don't necessarily know. And it's this like abandoned warehouse that's all like run down, and she's kind of looking through a window. So I'm thinking, you know, Nick was just trying to convey that like looking through a broken window of a warehouse.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. Cool. I like it. Now, here's my question.
Yeah.
Does Luke have game?
No, that's the thing. It's so funny.
All right, looking at these pictures, you already have your answer. This dude has no type of game whatsoever.
No, none. He thinks he does. He's like, we all know that guy that like he's like the wingman, but never gets the girl, you know? Or
Hey, baby, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah, he's always throwing like the worst dad jokes, and it's kind of fun.
Nice.
Holy smokes.
Nice. Christian is a phenomenal artist. I actually, oddly, before I got him on board with this issue, with this story, actually, he does all the artwork for all 4 issues. I ended up, there's another local publisher out here. I'm up in the Pacific Northwest Seattle area, and there's another guy that I just met over the years doing conventions, and he needed a colorist, and I was like, yeah, sure. It was kind of like it was a period book, and I really liked it because it had like kind of like the supernatural undertone, demons and witchcraft and fun stuff like that. So I was like, hell yeah, man, let's go. And Christian was the artist for that book. And I was just like, why does his artwork look so familiar? Like years later, this was probably 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago. Right. And I was like, oh, Christian, I gotta get you on, because you can't do black and white if the artwork doesn't warrant black and white, not all artwork kind of holds its own when you do black and white, and I think Christian's does. So
yeah, definitely have to have a style.
Before I forget, Luke is currently on Kickstarter right now, guys. Link in the comments. Let's back this book. Let's get to the stretch goals, because he's already funded, but let's get to some stretch goals and get more money on this thing. This is freaking beautiful.
Yeah, and as soon as once it closes up, thanks, Gerald. Yeah, I think he's in South America, if I'm not mistaken. I think Christian's in South America. But yeah, he's phenomenal. A really great artist. In issue 4, I think he's already up to like 19 or 20 on issue 4, so he's almost done with issue 4.
Oh yeah, because each book's like what, 22 pages?
Yeah, all the issues are 22 pages.
Nice.
Wow.
And I'll do a graphic novel once issue 4 is done. I will
all this together. Nice. Heck yeah.
Yeah, package it. I'll put in like all the kind of behind the scenes, like some of the scripts or just some of the fan art. I've got a bunch of fan art that people like to send. So
heck yeah. Oh my god. Dude, here are some rewards. You $5, you can get the issue 3 digital cover A by Todd Rayner and art by Christian. Oh, Christian. I don't want to butcher his name, but I know.
I think it's Navarro.
Navarro. Oh yeah, dude has badass art.
Yeah.
It's like $8. You can get all 3 issues digital cover A's.
Good deal.
$10. You get issue 2 cover A physical, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, physical issue 2.
Yeah, and that's where all the physical things kind of start to play in. I have original art too, so I always put that up there. If people like original art, I always try to offer them something.
Heck yeah, dude. This is freaking phenomenal.
Yeah, now, the artist of the book, did he do it all physically, or did he do it digitally? Kind of looks like he drew it physically and scanned it in, but
I don't know, honestly, because when I look at like his all the high-res files he sends me, they're black and white, but there is like this kind of almost ghosting of his layouts, some of them, and it's really scratchy looking. So it could be traditional, but I don't know, man. And he does. I know some of it is digital. I can say just looking at it, like there's like smoke and certain things, and I mean that's fine. I like whether you go digital or traditional. Some things definitely you can't mimic traditionally unless you're really kind of going off the wall with like using a sponge or using different types of brushes and getting really creative with effects on the board. But I think it's just a mix, probably. If my best guess is both. And there's the Ice Pick trade and the Annabelle trade, but those trades are like over 180 pages. because it's all 4 issues. It's a cover gallery. It's all the fan art. It's behind the scenes art,
Dude,
layouts and stuff.
When I buy a copy of this, can you please sign it for me? Like, seriously?
Always. Yeah. I sign everything that comes from Kickstarter. I don't do a signed tier. Like every single book gets signed.
Holy smokes, man.
There's lots of debate about signatures right now
in the go all day.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Really? Wait, really?
Yeah. Oh man, if you haven't heard, man, we gotta surf the net a little bit more. There was a whole big to do about who was it? Was it Todd? It was Todd who signed right over a Spider-Man, like over his face, and like, and oh yeah, there's just like, whether you do sign it, how much you charge for signing, and there's like a million topics in just about the signatures. People are just like, there's like almost a constant debate about. I personally am like, yeah, I don't charge for signatures, man. I'm gonna as long as I can, I'm gonna sign everything. If you want it, if you don't want it, then I guess that's kind of cool. I don't know why you wouldn't want my signature, but
yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way, James.
Oh shoot, I know. Speaking of original art, like you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
I'm just mesmerized by the art. I forgot to read what the thing is saying. Sorry.
Yeah.
Speaking of original art.
Yeah, that's the cover for issue 1. Those the pencils and inks are all cover issue 1s. They're issue 1 covers for the Luke, Annabelle, and Ice Pick.
Nice.
That's freaking beautiful.
Yeah, I agree, Gerald. It is super silly. To be honest, I know I'm an indie guy, and maybe things change, but I'm pretty firm on never charging for my signature. I never will. I don't care how big or how whatever happens. I don't care if I blow up.
I know I'm still like fairly new into the department. I've only been for 4 years, but charging for a simple signature is like it's really ridiculous to me. I'm like, I don't care how big of a name you are. Why would you need to charge just for a simple signature? It's not like the signatures will fly off the wall or something. But like, I don't get that.
I've talked to a few creators, Will Spartacio, I think, and Joe Weems. And I don't think Joe signed, but there was someone when I was like talking with Joe about or I was buying some prints and just chatting with him about inking and stuff. There was a guy behind me with like probably 30 books, and I'm just like,
wow,
to sign. And he was kind of like, well, the first 5 or 10 are free, but then he would start charging after that. And maybe if that's the case, but even still, I think a lot of it is like artists are to the point now where with just the way the internet and flipping books, right? People flip these books for hundreds or whatever they're selling them for. And I think the artist kind of feels like, slighted a little bit because they signed it for free.
Right. If my signature has a value on eBay, I should charge for it also, It makes sense, right? Like, it makes sense. I mean, it's like getting a little piece of the pie. Like, otherwise, I'm just gonna buy my own books and sign them and sell them on eBay.
Yeah,
and flip that money. Why not? But you know what I mean. But at the same time, it's like, when people approach you with 20 books, you're like, now this is work.
Yeah, And that's the funny thing there, James, is that just buy your own books and flip them. I mean, if you really want them, you're jealous or you're upset about that money, just flip it yourself.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And like when you're a guest at a show, like they're paying
special
for
shout
your
out to the art team of this series: Todd, Rayner, Christian Navarro, and Nick Capone, and even voiceover in the video, Keith Holmes.
Yeah, he's an old school guy. I worked with him years ago doing some indie books. So
now you can back Luke right here in the link in the comments on Kickstarter right now, guys. But sorry, what you said, Todd?
Oh no, I think James was talking about just the signature thing.
Oh yeah. I was just saying, like a lot of these guys are like charge $100 for a signature for their book, for each book that you sign, and then it's like, but like you're a guest at the show, so everything's being paid for in 99% of the cases. Not some of the indie guys, that's not the case, but like Todd and Jim and all those guys, like they're getting everything paid for. It's like you're showing up for free. Yes, you're spending your time, which I can understand recouping that, but you're selling prints and you're selling original art and stuff like that. Like that's where you get your money from. and then to charge as much as they charge for their signatures. It just seems a little weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, right, if as someone who doesn't make that kind of money for signatures, because I don't charge for signatures,
Yeah.
I'm a little jealous. But but yeah, it's silly. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like, I haven't gone to conventions and stuff just yet, but I've seen like people online, like like showing pictures of like how like much actor like charges for like a photo shoot or like a signature, like $400 or something. I was like, that is pricey. Why exactly? I was like, and I was like, and then I saw like I think like Mark Hamill, for example, would charge like what $700 like a photo op or something. I'm just like,
That's ridiculous.
that's
Yeah,
freaking ridiculous. That's
I
a
don't know
freaking
how.
picture.
Yeah, I don't know why he charges as much. That just seems
I was
insane.
like, Mark, I love you, but you ain't worth them $700 for a simple picture, especially if just one photo too. It's like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, I love you, Luke Skywalker, but no, I'm like, you're out of your prime. But even in your prime, you wouldn't even be that much anyway. But still, no.
Yeah. I was just at a show. They had the girl who plays Supergirl on the CW series. I can't remember what her name is.
Melissa.
Yes, Melissa Benoist, or however you say her name.
However you pronounce her name.
Yeah. She charged $110 for signatures for items, or maybe it was $100 flat, but then like wouldn't do anything extra, no personalization, no quotes, nothing. I'm like, it just seems like outrageous to me. Like, I mean, do people really like?
Really?
People are paying it clearly because there were people in a line, but like, yeah, it just seems outrageous to me. Like,
$110, you couldn't do a personalized thing.
No,
like,
right?
Girl,
No,
your
no,
name
no.
ain't even. I'm like, your name not even that big, but you.
Yeah.
But
It's
nah.
weird.
I wonder if that is really coming from like the managers or like someone else. Like, I wonder, is it, you know, so we went, my wife and I went to, there's a horror convention up by the Seattle airport, and it's an awesome 2-day show, horror. I mean, it's an old school, like in a hotel.
Is that like a year-round thing or like Halloween thing?
No. They do it. Actually, it just happened. I think early April, or maybe it's in May. It's early. Like it's happening within.
I'm just asking so I can book my trip when it comes. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, it's really cool. They're having like, they'll do all these guests that'll come in, like Jason, you know, any of the horror guests, right? They fill it up. And I tabled at the show a couple years ago, and we went the year prior to that, because I always like scoping out shows before I apply to table at a show. I want to get a vibe for the show. And it was the year they had like most of the cast from X-Files, like the OG cast. So
holy smokes.
It was sweet. It was everybody pretty much but David and Gillian Anderson, like David Duchovny and Anderson. So it was everyone else. And I was like, the wife and I are really big fans of Krychek's, and he was there. We're like, dude, can we? And I think he charged $40, and I'm like, that's totally reasonable.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Heck yeah.
And my wife was like, we were talking with him a little bit. You know, he spent time with us, and she's like, yeah, you're just one of those characters I love to hate. You know, and
that's how you know your acting's on point, when you play a character that you love to hate.
Yeah,
that's how you know you acted your part correctly.
On the photo, he was just like, I'm glad I'm the character you love to hate, or something like that. And I'm just like, yeah, that's how you do it, right? You know, so
like the humility is amazing. The humility is amazing, and I feel like that's what a lot of these actors and like they don't have lately, is the humility. Like they get that this big ego, massive, and it's like it's ridiculous, and they overprice everything for no freaking reason, acting as if they're bigger than they are.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's why I don't really care. When I get to go to like conventions, I'm like, I don't really care to like buy a photo. No. Especially I'm like, I will go to the indie session where I can buy a book for a good price.
Well, you'll be lucky to find books even at a lot of conventions now. I mean, we're 3 creators that make books, but a lot of the bigger shows now, it is all pop culture. It is all anime, manga. It's hard to find like old school comics.
Like I haven't made my rounds to it yet, but I'm going to start out as a fan first because I'm not working conventions for a while because I want to get the, like you said, the lay of the land. Like I want to study how it is. Like, I'm gonna have my backpack with my books with me, of course, but but I'm definitely not gonna be working it because especially it's my first time going to conventions. And I've been going like to crafts fairs and like local festivals around here, but I haven't gone to a full fledged convention just yet. So I'm building my way up. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But yeah, that is crazy, man. And speaking of with Hollywood and stuff, and CinemaCon just happened this week, and I'm pretty sure you guys saw that all over Facebook with the Marvel, with the really, I'm so shocked because it's all over Facebook. With the Marvel, with the Avengers Doomsday, with the Moana thing, and some other movies they bringing out. I was like, and I was like, okay, so when they gonna release the Doomsday trailer? Because I keep hearing this hype about it now, and like I've seen like the descriptions. I was like, okay, sounds interesting, but can I see it? Because I don't want to take people's word for it. I actually want to see it now.
Yeah.
And so I was like,
yeah.
And it's like these CinemaCons are for people that for like people like that aren't really truly fans. They're like more like influencers and stuff they have there. I was like, I feel like that's really unfair. I was like, why don't you invite actual fans to see your freaking movie and not just these influencers that they keep like I don't know if they get paid for it or not, but
probably.
But they probably do. I don't know.
Well, right, they're paying they're giving them a free pass to talk about their movie so that more people will talk about their movie, right? It's unfortunately we live in that age now. Like followers is power almost. I've been told by not one, maybe two publishers at this point that they would not hire me because I don't have enough followers.
What?
That I can promote. I can promote the book for them. And I'm like,
that's garbage.
Wow. Yeah, I just So
they do know followers doesn't count engagement, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's true. They see the numbers, right? But that's the number that matters to them. Is like, well, I mean, is this going to reach anybody if we hire this guy? Or I can hire this guy for $20 more a page or whatever. And
like there are people with like 1,000 followers that gets like over 100,000 views and more sometimes.
Yeah, it depends on the content, right?
Yeah.
No, and I think that's you hit the nail on the head, James. It's content. Like being an indie creator, even having my own YouTube page that is all indie comics focused. I do podcasts like Kevin here where I'll interview creative people. But it's one of those things where that content, when you look and you go out there and look for like independent creator comic content, it doesn't get a ton of engagement. You'll get engagement, don't get me wrong, but you're not getting 1 million views. You're not getting 100,000 subscribers on a YouTube channel. It just doesn't happen. So like, I don't know who these publishers and I did that for a while, like in the late 90s, early 2000s. I shot my art around. I'd go to conventions. I did the whole like old school traditional, here's 5 pages for, Fathom, Michael Turner's Fathom. And here's my color samples. And, I would pitch it to people and you get the same thing, and it just, I felt like art is so subjective. I'm like, I'm just going to do this myself. Like, I don't think my art's bad. It can be improved, right? My coloring is not bad. It's not maybe commercially what everyone else is doing. But I think it's cool and it's fun. And that's why I do comics. I like doing fun, cool comics.
And so your stuff is different than like the mainstream. I think it's a lot better than the mainstream comics.
Oh, well, thanks.
I was like, because when I look, like I can legit compare your comic to like a Marvel comic. I would pick your comic over theirs because one, yours looks more intriguing and more fun, while down just looks simple, depressing, and just the same over and over again. I'll being honest.
I even said that.
I'm not trying to spit on those artists over there. I'm just being honest. How like as a consumer, I would just pick yours over theirs because yours.
I appreciate that.
I feel like yours just brings out the art. I mean, the story more. That's from the cover itself.
Yeah, I mean, my mentality's always been, even when I was like a teenager,
what Jill
said. Doing stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
I was 16, 17 creating, my characters, and it's like, okay, the anatomy. I mean, and I went to school. Like I am, formally trained in college. Like I went to art school and I know color theory, I know anatomy, but I choose to like kind of like that whole McFarlane thing where once you know the rules, you can bend or break certain rules and do things and exaggerate stuff. You look at Sam Keith, rest in peace, but like his style was so exaggerated and just so out there. But again, you look at his work and you're like, that's Sam Keith. You know that, it's Tom McFarlane. There's no imitation there. So I always felt like my art kind of had its own style and it was separate than other things. It's not for everybody. And I get that. And I've not gotten a ton of work because it is different, and I think a lot of people see what's the norm and they're like, no, I want that sexy cover, or I want that looks like everything else almost, because, oh, that's kind of popular. But yeah, I don't mind being in the corner.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can only follow a trend for so long.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to take a risk and do something different.
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg said it recently as best when he talked about movies. He said, Hollywood, if we keep doing the same, like the known branded IP, you're going to run out of gas.
Yeah.
Sounds like you kind of are already running out of gas, but
yeah.
And like, so I'm like, if you don't have the balls to take a risk and do something different, I feel like you're just going to be stagnant and like go nowhere. And
right.
Like,
yeah.
Growing up, what I've always taught was, it was like, if you feel safe, if you feel too safe, you're not going to go anywhere. Yeah. Sometimes you have to get out your comfort zone to get to the next level and keep growing and keep evolving in your work and whatever, no matter what you do. I was like, but you have to be wise how to do it though. That's the tricky part. you have to strategize. You have to think through everything first. But being safe, you're just going to be like a straight line. But taking a risk, you can level up farther in your career.
Yeah, I think a lot of people nowadays are looking for the next new and exciting thing. So I think a lot of us, we just got to kind of hang on, and hopefully we're that new exciting thing for them.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I've said it before that I think the indie scene has much better storytelling, has far more creative artwork and a variety of art styles. That there's something for everybody, and Hollywood just they do want that safe side. They want something known. I love kind of 80s and 90s movies because there was like such a explosion of like crazy
storytelling,
wild stuff that would never get made today. So like, I mean, that kind of like is one of the things that influenced me to do the books that I do, is that 80s and 90s, just crazy fun storytelling. You may not like the genre necessarily, but trust me, you're going to smile, you're going to smirk, you're going to laugh, you're going to be like, oh, that looks cool. And that's all I try to do in my stories, is just do like, fun, cool comics. That's it.
Heck yeah. And like, that's kind of like how I'm trying to adapt my writing, is bring like the 80s, 90s vibe to it a bit sometimes, but also mix it with the modern day vibe. It depends on the story that I'm writing, because there are some stories I'm going to write like a period piece.
Oh yeah,
that are like set in the 80s, because I want to like challenge my writing and like challenge myself. I was like, okay, how can I bring this approach into the 80s time period? And so I go back and watch like old school movies, I go back and watch the Old Evil Dead for once. That's one of my inspirations, the Old Evil Dead. The Frankenstein movie. That's not the 80s, but I go back farther and farther, like to see the different, how it evolved over time. Like, I'm a huge monster fan, so of course I watch the different Dracula, I watch different versions of Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, and then I watch Evil Dead, The Thing, Halloween, all these other type of things that came out. I mean, and like other old school movies, I keep forgetting the name of because I suck at names, but I know I've seen them. And so I'm like, I always try to like get like a diverse feel of different things, because I don't want to be like a one footnote person. Like, I want to be a person that's known as that I can tell stories in different atmospheres. And I was like, yes, I'm a Gen Z person, but you can't tell that because I don't walk like Gen Z. Like my sister said best, like, I'm an honorary millennial because I act just like her because we're both introverts and we do not follow the trends that
Yeah.
my generation I'm actually taking in follows. Like
Nice.
music wise, if you ask me like artists of this generation, I'm like, I don't freaking know because I don't follow them.
Yeah.
I was like, but if you ask me like an old school, I can tell you the names of some old school musicians, but the new, no, I can't tell you whatsoever. Like because I don't listen to it and I'm not attracted to it.
Very few movies have been really, really good lately. Very few bands. Yeah, I mean, there's not a ton of really catchy music or good. I mean, at least what I listen to. But I did see Sinners.
You're not wrong though, because like,
Sinners was really good.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
you haven't seen it yet?
Mm-mm.
Well, I hope you like it. When you have a chance, definitely check it out. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, I kind of day late, dollar short. Like sometimes it takes me a while to see like some of the. I watched the Oscars and I was like, oh yeah, that's up for a lot of awards. And if you like horror, if you like horror that's a little off the beaten path, and I don't know if that was written from a book, but it seemed like something fresh. It seemed a little bit different, you know. It was something that was familiar. No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good because then it's actually like a new IP. You know,
yeah, but that's what Ryan Coon and Michael B. Jordan created. That wasn't written from a book at all.
Nice.
I'm like, you can tell it was like inspired by like Dusk, as everyone keeps bringing it up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, but it's not exactly like Dusk at all.
Yeah, no, it was.
It's completely its own thing. And I was like, but yeah, that was one of the most original movies that I brought out. That look, it was very successful. They took a risk, and look, you got the money back.
Yeah.
And if you can get Oscars from this original IP, by the way, I was like, a risk taken. It proved it can work. You just have to get the right actors, get the right writer, and bring up the right concept and just execute it very well. And look, and risk taken, successful.
Yeah,
so
I don't know. I'd be curious to see what any studio throws like $5 million at any indie creator and see what they come up with for a film or a TV show. You know, something like 10 mil. That's not a lot of money in today's, with films.
I mean, they kind of did that with The Boys and Invincible, and that seems to be paying out.
Yeah.
True. And now Boys is in their final season.
Yeah.
Invincible is like something phenomenal as far as money wise they're doing. But I mean, they put a lot of it in the voice actors. But
yeah. Like, I want to get into more voice acting because I voice acted for an independent movie a couple years ago. So I'm like, that kind of piqued my interest. I want to train my voice and get into more voice acting.
Yeah.
And I told Todd this like a month ago. So I want to be a creature actor. I want to be like Andy Serkis, like Gollum and Caesar, Planet of the Apes, and like how he maneuvers his body and everything, and trains his voice. And I'm like, I always made a joke, but it's really not a joke. I'm like, if anybody needs a leprechaun, I'll volunteer to shoot you. I will happily sit in that chair for, I don't care if it's 12 hours, 24 hours. I would sit there like a kid with like I'm holding a piece of candy for the first time.
Nice.
I was like, because that's my curiosity just explodes. I'm like, I want to feel how that prosthetic feels. I was like, I don't care if it's cold. I don't care if it's itchy. I just want to know how it feels because I will have a blast doing it. And like, especially knowing that I will be a good scare actor because I tend to scare my sister by accident. That's by simply walking. And she always says, boy, I don't even hear your feet. I'm just like, whoops. I was just simply walking. I don't have big feet that you can hear me stomping. And I'm like, I would definitely be a good scare actor. And I want to feel how that, like, those paints feel, those prosthetics feel. I was like, I am genuinely curious. I was like, I don't care how much you pay me. I would freaking do it regardless. I was like, because this is more of a fun project to do because I get to play a creature. I was like, I'm the type of person. I'm not trying to get here to like be a millionaire or something. I'm getting here because I like to have fun and like to challenge myself and get into something I've never done before.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I was like, dude, if you need me to stand like a dead headlight, I don't care. I will freaking do it. And so I was like, that's why I'm like, that's why I'm a huge fan of practical effects.
Yeah.
Like especially with Alien, when I found out that was practical effects. My only question is, I'm like, can you pee in that? Like, how do you pee in that? I was like a normal person would be like, how do you make that? I was like, how do you pee in that? I was like, my brain goes off the opposite
They,
direction. I'm just,
they figure all that out. Like
yeah.
everyone,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, they have systems in place.
Yeah.
I'm like, normal person would be like, how do y'all make that makeup? I just come to, how do you pee in it? Is my
Oh, I
question.
can't remember. I just watched an interview where someone was like, where they were talking about it. Like they had to spend like an hour and a half to get the suit off just to go to the bathroom until they like were like, okay, you need to fix this for this next movie because I'm not wearing it if you don't fix it and reinvent the
No.
whole entire costume. Yeah, yeah. And to
Oh
reinvent
my
it.
God.
But finally, she was like,
Yeah.
yeah, now it takes me 5 seconds to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh my
Nice.
God. And speaking of other art, James, you say you have a cover for a project that's on Kickstarter, right? Yep.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
right
It's
here.
Private High. It's a friend of mine's comic. Him and I worked together.
One second. Let me bring it
Oh
up.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, pull it up.
There you go. Here we go.
Nice. There you go. Yep, that's it. Yeah, it's
Like
Private
this.
High. So I did a cover for him. I got he. So I have a cover, and then he also has Marvel artists that he's been a fan of forever. Do a cover for him as well, Sean McManus.
There you go.
Um,
Wow.
him and I worked on an anthology together. We did for Strife Comics, and yeah, I was like I actually became like an instant fan of his work. To be honest with you, I love the way he does his like noir style is just phenomenal. And I personally like I think like his work made me want to do better with my work. So it was kind of really cool because I was kind of using it a little bit competitively, but in the same time like out of respect for his work. Um,
Yeah.
so he asked me and he's like, hey, would you like to do a cover for me? And like I just don't. He's like, I don't know how I could pay you. And I said, yeah, dude, absolutely, I would love to do a cover for this. It's such a cool idea. Don't worry about payment. Hey, if the comic launches, you want to send me a couple copies that I could sell to other people at the shows. Great. If not, it's not a big deal. It's kind of cool to be a part of the project. Yeah, the story follows the main character, who is Private Hyde. He kind of like wakes up at night and is like, kind of left to his own devices to try to figure out these like mysteries surrounding things that are going around as far as monsters and things. He's not sure if he's actually a good guy, and there's a lot that plays on it. It's like it's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, but it's like a new take on it. So
Yeah.
it's just really cool the way he's taking it.
That's cool.
Dude, this is freaking awesome.
Yeah, and he's a graphic designer too, so like you can kind of see like the cleanliness of like the way he does a lot of things.
Yeah.
He brings that graphic design style with him in everything he does. It's just really cool. I get like super mad respect for him.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think a lot of artists fall into the graphic design career job, whatever, because like we can do that really good. I mean, that's what I've been doing professionally for like 18 years.
Nice.
I've been a designer, a videographer, and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I totally get it.
Very good. This is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, he does. It's really cool. I'm really looking forward to it. He's including what we did in the anthology in this book as well. So you get like, you don't have to go back and buy the anthology to read this. You can just read this and have the whole story in your hands. He's planning on doing 6 of them. So
and this is issue 1 of 6.
Yeah, this is issue 1 of 6. So hopefully I can continue to be a part of the project in some way going forward.
Dude, I fell in love with noir stories for the first time when I read Doc's story, the damn thing, a damn thing. 'Cause I've never read noir before at all.
Yeah,
I knew about it. I just never actually sat down and actually read something. But I bought Doc's a damn thing. I was like, this shit's fire. And I was like, holy smokes! And like. Noir is one other thing I want to challenge myself to do. because I am such a sucker for like detective stories too.
Yeah.
And it's stuff like this, how you mix the genre of monsters and noir and
Hmm.
detective at the same time. I was like, dude, I was like, that's one of my. I'm working on a noir story. That's going to take me a while to officially crack it because it's my first time writing one. Like I'm in like my 100th rewrite of it, and I'm just like, I'm gonna just put that aside for a while because that's going to take a century to do for me. But
Yeah, if you like noir stuff, if you haven't seen it, Dark City is like an awesome movie.
Dark City is
Dark City.
Dark City. Okay, Dark City.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel
I
like
think
I've
it's
heard
an
of that. I don't know if I've seen it.
Wait, wait a minute, Dark
dude.
City.
Dark City. Yeah, it's they just kind of remastered it in 4K, so I'm kind of wanting to get that, but
Dark
it is
City.
noir crazy, and it I want to say like mid late 90s is when it came out, but it's got
1998.
this, yeah, dude,
Yep, found it.
it's awesome. It's an
Oh,
awesome movie.
Jennifer Connolly's in here.
Oh
Holy
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Oh
and
shit, it's on TV, I think.
it's kind of like a detective story, and there's another big name actor in it. Keith Sutherland is in it, I think.
Oh wow. Okay.
Rufus Sorrells. Yep. Kiefer Sutherland. William Hunt. I mean Hurt.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's
Heck yeah. Some people I like. It's science fiction and noir.
yeah, it's crazy. It's fun.
Huh.
It'll mess with your mind a little bit if you like that kind of movie.
Oh, hey, don't tell me what a good time, Todd.
Yeah,
I love movies like that, actually.
it's kind of like what The Matrix did for people, but before The Matrix did what The Matrix did, this movie did that for people.
All right.
I love. Yep, I'm with James. We gotta check that sucker out. I love the movies that messes with my brain, makes me think.
Yeah, if you wake up the day after you watch it and things feel different, don't blame me. Okay.
Nice.
No. The only way I'm gonna blame you is like, okay, Todd, I watched this movie, right? And I
Yeah.
woke up and I got this idea of my dream. I want you to draw.
Yeah.
So that would be like the only way I would blame you for, because you inspired me to like I need your art for this idea that was in my head.
It's cool.
I was like, I don't care how much it costs. I'm gonna buy it from you because I think your art would fit this better. But yeah, that's
I don't know if my art is really noir. I mean, I guess it could be, but I think I need more blacks. I need more shadows to be noir.
Yeah, it's a slightly different art form. In my opinion, like you have drawing comics and then you have drawing noir comics. It's like a different thing almost, because you have to really play on the lights and the darks, because you can't really rely on colors to make things pop and direct your eye in a certain way. So it's a whole nother challenge, which I mean, it was a lot of fun. When the project I did was a lot of fun to do. Could I have done way better? Probably, but it was a learning experience. It was my first comic. It was my first comic I had did as far as panel sequentials went. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So I feel like now I know how to push that a little bit more, or draw it back when I need to.
Wait, James, did you do the interior art as well?
No.
Okay.
Brian did all the interior. I just did a cover.
Okay.
Yeah. No. His work is great. His work is fantastic.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not all murder and horror. The cookies. That's funny. 36 pages.
Yeah, here's the tears you can get.
Dude, oh my god, this is beautiful.
Yeah, I'm really upset that he has not hit his goal yet. I mean, this comic is so like cool, and the effort he's put into putting the Kickstarter together is phenomenal. So, like, yeah, I've been trying to promote it for him because I really want to see this thing. I mean, I think he's gonna print it either way, because it's like his baby, and it's something he's working on. While
he does got physical editions, so
yeah. So it'll be cool. I really want to.
And he got merchandise, of course. The high tea, holy smokes! The high funk. What the heck?
Yeah. You can turn
so
in to hide
freaking
himself
serious.
as long as you don't
Please
drink it.
don't drink it. It makes me want to drink it. And it makes me want to drink it though. A statue? What the world?
Yeah, it's funny. He's probably gonna actually have me print those for him. He's in the middle of designing it right now.
Wait, you 3D print
Nice.
too?
Yeah, so my wife owns she owns the 3D printing company. And yeah, I help her out with that. So
Dude.
he's
Okay, that's
looking to
that's
potentially
that's
order
that's
some
the
of that.
power couple right there, y'all.
Yeah,
You
we
need to
have a
do
lot of
it.
fun doing shows together. It's great.
Yeah,
True.
I
I'm gonna
might
I'm gonna
have to hit you up,
contact you
James.
guys. We both
Yeah.
said the same thing.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, we are open for business.
I'll tell you, shoot, can you print my arc fire out as an action
Yeah,
figure?
yeah.
Like,
What
that's it.
speaking of, what would you need for like a 3D printed statue?
Now
Like,
he took my question from me, so you.
oh, sorry.
Like,
I just
Todd
need
already
the,
brought it up. So.
I just need the 3D design.
Okay.
I'm not a modeler yet myself. I
Okay.
dabble. I dabble. I don't do the modeling yet. But
Okay.
yeah, if you have somebody that can model it for you, send the file over. We'll print them. We'll print them out in bulk for you if you want.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. So
Yeah.
you guys don't
I
do the
have
3D modeling.
Not yet. No.
good thing
Okay.
I have a friend. I have 2 friends that does 3D modeling that can do the that part I can't do. So
Yeah, it's fun. I've modeled a couple little things, just like little cute fidgets and stuff. But nothing like
Mhm.
super advanced as far as figures go yet. I'd
Yeah.
like to eventually. I'm so swamped with my day job plus the art thing too, and
Right.
obviously helping her run the business as well. It's something that she also wants to get into, but shows, man, prepping for shows is a lot of work.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like,
And just learning some of the 3D software is like Blender, even
Yeah.
Unreal Engine is just so much.
Yeah,
yeah, I was like one day I'm planning to like get like a heat presser so I can print my own shirts myself, so I don't have to wait on like a manufacturer to ship them out to me and stuff. So I can
Yeah.
save money on that. I was like, but one, I just want I have to get the space for it.
Yeah.
And 2, I'm swamped with my company. I'm like, I don't have a day job because this is my job. Because I haven't worked a 9 to 5 in like 8 years.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I've been an entrepreneur since I was 18 years old. I'm
That's
26. Yeah, I'm 26 now.
well,
So
congrats.
fresh out of high school, I went straight into being an entrepreneur.
I'm an IT guy by day, artist by night. I tell everybody.
Man. But
Yeah.
I'm like, straight out of high school, I went straight into entrepreneurship, and I've been going on since then.
Nice, dude.
Is it easy? Hell to the no, it's not easy.
No.
But if you have the determination and like the tenacity for it, I would say go for it. Don't be scared. Like I said, don't be afraid to take a risk. I took a big risk fresh out of high school, 18-year-old kid. My last 9 to 5 was a summer job that I did because I went to work for my leadership camp that I went out and that I went to every summer in high school. And that's what inspired to get me out of my comfort zone. So I was like, okay, this is going to be terrifying, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And and by the grace of God, I'm still here. I'm still going.
They're going strong.
Oh yeah. But yeah, someday that's one of my plans to get like a heat press and like print my own shirts and jackets and stuff.
My sister has a Cricut, and she let me borrow it one time for one of the campaigns I was doing, and I just like printed out some stickers, nothing super fancy.
Yeah.
But then now you start getting these, the iron-on, the vinyls, whatever they're called, DTFs or whatever. You can get like a sheet of your own artwork, whatever it is, right? And they just send it to you, cut it out, and you put in. Apparently, they're really good. Like they'll hold on for years. And I looked into that too, Kevin. I was just like,
hey, there he is.
Nice.
There he is. I was looking for you.
Yep,
there's James' cover. So I didn't want to cut you off, Ty. I just saw James.
No, that's all good.
What was you saying, man?
No, but it's the same thing. Like I thought about doing like a heat press, and you're talking less than $500. You can do that, and you're saving a lot of money on not only shipping, but the cost of shirts or the cost of whatever you're getting. You can buy it wholesale, you know, sell them whatever you want, you know, so you're making 75%, 80% profit off whatever you make.
Yeah.
It's like the only thing I would probably only keep from a manufacturer is my shoes. Because that's the only thing I would have from a manufacturer is my shoes. Because that's a whole different thing. But I can get my shirts and jackets and stuff myself and do heat press it. I would freaking do that and save money on that and just order stock of my shoes and I'll be good to go.
Yeah, that's a cool cover though, by the way, James. That's
hell
really
yeah,
cool.
dude! This is freaking phenomenal.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't often color my own stuff. I usually get a colorist to do colors for me for a lot of the things I do. But I went all in on this one. I had a lot of fun. I was like, you know, I kind of wanted to play on the noir and then like do like one color. Like I wanted to do one color, and obviously green was the choice. So yeah, I thought it was really cool, and I pitched it to him. I'm like, okay,
it almost looks 3D a bit too.
Thank you. Yeah, I told him I was like, how do you feel? Like, what do you think of the idea of doing like a green foil? He's like, oh, my printer could probably do that. The guy who gets the print stuff, he's got a local printer by him. And I said, yeah, I think that would look sweet. So like the hallway thing and like the canister is gonna be green. It's gonna be super cool.
Yeah, and that Kickstarter is right here in the comments.
Yeah, check it out, guys. Get that thing funded. Let's go because yeah, I think this will be sweet. It's a great project.
And get James's cover, by the way.
Yeah.
yeah. Please, get my cover. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty even across the board. He's got 3 people on his cover, 3 people on my cover, and there's 3 people on the Sean cover too. So if you scroll down a little more, that's Sean McManus right there.
Nice,
dude.
Yeah. Sepia tones look really good for noir too.
Yeah, it does. It's different too.
So I guess he's got 2 versions of this. He's gonna keep the original art because he's such a Sean fan. But he's got the sepia tone version, and he has an actually colored version too, which I'm surprised he's not offering. I don't know. He's kind of hanging on to it. I think he should offer it just as it's like an extra stretchable or something.
If he gets a sketch goal of $5,000, he's gonna do a custom Wendigo statue.
Oh man,
that'd be sweet.
Jesus, I would love to see that.
Yeah,
man, that is beautiful.
He must have just added that. I don't remember seeing that.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, he must have added some things.
Exclusive sci-fi short story comic. Animated high sword tickets $10,000.
Yeah, he's been dabbling in animation as well, and I think it'd be cool,
dude.
Yeah, I dabbled in animation when I was in college, and I'm like, this is we're talking many moons ago, but this was Adobe Flash, so that tells you how long ago it was. But
so he has 15 days left on his Kickstarter. Like, back this Kickstarter, guys. Man, that is sick.
That is sick.
Oh, I used to do flip books at work, or not at school. You know, with like a post-it note and like just draw things and flip it and draw the next thing. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work. I would never.
It was a ton. We took an animation class, me and one of my high school friends, and we kind of created our own IP and our own character, and we started animating like animated shorts of these 2 kids who they literally would just dress. They're like pre-teenish around there, like 12 to 14, but they would just dress up in ninja outfits all day. Like that's just what they wore. And it was just like their adventures, right? They're just like running around and doing fun stuff. And we hand drew everything, right? We'd scan it in, or we would do it all in Illustrator and create every single frame, right? And we ended up doing like a homage to Resident Evil too, which was really fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah, I'll share that on. I don't know if it'll like copyright or whatever, but it was kind of fun. It was really fun. But yeah, our characters, like we pitched it to our teacher, and he's like, "Yeah, I know a couple people at Comedy Central," and this was like right kind of after South Park blew up.
Oh yeah,
you know?
Holy smokes! What?
And then my dude just kind of like flaked out, and I was like, "All right, I guess we're not doing it, man." we had a little 30-second teaser trailer.
Could have made it big.
We were working on like one of the episodes where the dad, it's like winter, and his dad is like making like a naked lady that's like an ice thing in the backyard, and the kids are like, what? Like,
what?
Goofy stuff like that, you know, like really goofy fun stuff. But yeah, we were young and stupid.
Oh my God, we're coming up on time, guys. Oh my God. But thank you guys for coming on, guys. Having a bromance for the first time on this Kevirsyle Hangout. But before we go, please share out your socials where we can find you guys. Chris, you're late, brother. We was having a bromance, bro. Come on, man. You was late.
Missed out.
But like, shout out you guys' socials where we can follow you guys. But what's up, Chris? So we can follow you guys.
Yeah, I'm just sketching the beast everywhere. It's pretty straightforward. Sketching the beast, literally everywhere. Kid you not. I'm everywhere you could think I am. I'm there.
Well, that's pretty nice.
I'm either Dark Space Studio or Todd Rayner Art everywhere, pretty much as well. You know, like I mentioned briefly earlier, I do have a YouTube channel, Dark Space Studio. You can find me. It's all indie comic focus. I do podcasts. James, you're always welcome to come on. Kevin, you're welcome to come back. I think you were on. Were you?
Yep.
Not yet?
I was last year. Like last year.
So
send me your availability. That would be sweet. I would love to.
Yeah, anytime.
Mine too. Send me your availability.
Yeah. I'm pretty much like free most days. Okay. But yeah, you can find me Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever. You know, the TikTok, you know.
You can find me on Instagram at I am Kevin Davis Official, TikTok or TikTok at I am Kevin Davis CEO, Facebook I am Kevin Davis CEO, Kevirsyle.com is my website, and you can find me here at the Madness Network of my Kevirsyle Network podcast, where we have fun and just talk nerd stuff and just be creative. And Bruce, guys, we'll catch you guys next time on Kevirsyle Network. Peace.
Thanks for having me, boss.
Thanks.
If you missed the live viewing of any Madness Entertainment Group production, you can find all our content on Roku or as a member of this channel. We'll see you next time on the Madness Entertainment Group.